I had originally planned to put a 4-foot door here, which is what I did, a 4-foot wide opening. I thought about a 36-inch steel door, but I didn't really want something that small because there are things I want to put in here that may be a little bit wider than 36 inches. Instead of buying a roll-up door, I figured I would just buy the lumber and make one. It'd be cheaper that way. Wrong. Probably not. I didn't price the roll-up door. The lumber and the hardware to build this 4-foot wide or 2-foot wide doors is somewhat expensive. It's been a while since I've built anything, and the price of building materials has skyrocketed, especially here in Texas. So let's get at it. Okay, I made these doors. They're 2 foot wide each. They're made from the treated decking material. I didn't want to use 2x material, so I used this exactly 1 full inch, it looks like. So I put the hinge, it's just a regular strap hinge with a cross member, and the brace needs to be against the hinge at the bottom and goes to the top. Don't put it at the top down to the bottom, because it won't support the door. From the bottom up, it support. It will support. So I put the outside this way, where you see just the bolts and the hinges, which I used carriage bolts across and on the all the way down across the cross member, the brace. And then there's also additional fasteners besides the carriage bolts, which wouldn't do without the bolts. The bolts have to be there just to hold up, in my opinion. This is the inside of the door. This will face the inside of the building. You won't see the braces. So I installed the doors the other day. I didn't have all the bolts in, so I had to finish putting in the bolts. I used carriage bolts, quarter 20 carriage bolts that go all the way through the 2x4s onto the other side. So I had to get 4.5 inch long carriage bolts. I do believe that'll hold. When I built the doors, I wanted to make sure I had a 1/4 inch clearance on each side and a 1/4 inch clearance in the middle. So you're actually cutting a 1/4 inch from the opening here, 1/8 of an inch on each side of this door, on each door, and a 1/4 inch here, so it gives you a quarter, a quarter, a quarter. So that's 3/4 smaller than the opening. Top also have a 1/4 inch clearance all the way around, bottom, top, and sides. And these doors were really heavy. I could have built them in place by just mounting one board into both cross boards with the hinges, and then added each board as I go, or put it all together, which I did. And then down here I had to sit a 1/4 inch piece of wood on the bottom, set the door on it, and then drill a hose and mount them. It's hard to do when you're working by yourself, but when you're working alone, you have to figure out ways to do things that makes it easy. Easy to hold the part, easy to hold the door, and make drill holes while you're doing it. So as I held the door in place, I drilled one hole at the top, put the bolt in, replumbed the door, came down here and put holes in the bottom. As you can see, I've since painted, or started painting, and then I had to go in and add the rest of the bolts this morning. There's 2 things in this world, or in this life, that I hate. I try not to be a hater. 2 things that I hate more than anything else. The second most thing that I hate is getting a root canal. The first thing that I hate more than anything else in the world is painting. I despise it. I don't know why. It's something I just don't like to do. I'm just thankful that this is a small shed. Earlier I was talking about how you could, when you're doing fascia boards, you could fill in the gap with some type of wood filler and sand it a little bit and paint it, and it wouldn't be as obvious. Well, I did this one just to show. I mean, if I hadn't been recording this, I probably wouldn't have done it. But it looks better, and from the ground, if you're not so close, you can't hardly tell it at all. But that's it.